Guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is gonna be a quick brow tutorial. I have been requested multiple times to do a brow tutorial, and honestly I wish I would have done it a lot sooner, simply because my brow routine did change a little bit. So I'm gonna be showing you guys a way that I do my brows. This is my current way of doing my brows. I do tend to switch up to like my pencils every now and then, but right now, and you'll find out why, this is my current way of doing my eyebrows. So if you want to see how I get my brows in super check, just keep on watching. One quick note is that after this video, there will be a eyeshadow tutorial. I know I haven't done like a full-on get ready with me tutorial in a really long time, so I'm super excited. So after this video, you can hit the link above or the link down below and head over to that eyeshadow tutorial. It is going to be my prom inspired tutorial for all those 2016 graduates, so make sure you head over there to check out the video. But in the meantime, let's get these brows in super check. So as I said, the routine did change. This is my current way of doing my brows, but all the products, pretty much for the most part, the products stay the same. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I am in the shade Ebony. I've had this for a really long time. It was actually in the favorites. I'm going to be using this to do my brows because right now my brows are waxed super thin. I actually prefer them this way now than the old way. I used to get them waxed, just shaped and waxed, not a lot. So they were really full, and then I would just like, it was just a mess. And then when they grew back in, it was even worse. So now I really do prefer to get my brows waxed a little bit thinner. So I'm going to be using my brow pomade. My concealer did change. I used to use my MAC Studio Fix Concealer NC50, which I still do every now and then. But I've been liking the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer for concealing my brows. This is the shade Medium. I have to find the shade Deep because this is medium and it's super, super light. So I can only really use it for my brows. And I like how it makes my brows look a lot more lifted and a lot more highlighted. So I've been loving this concealer lately for my brows. As far as the utensils I've been using, one utensil always stays the same, and it's this angle brush right here. And this is the MAC 2, I've had it for a long time. This is the MAC 263 angle brush. And I've been using this brush to conceal my brows. I've always used this brush. It will always be my brush to conceal my brows. I only use it for that reason. I also have the MAC 266. So the difference is that the 266 has a lot more defined angle than the 263. And I use this one, as you can see, for eyeliner. So you can use either or for concealing your brows. They're both really great angle brushes, but I really like the 263 for concealing my brows. And to apply the pomade, I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics angle brush. It's like a really slight angle, not as much as the MAC one. But you can use whatever you have to use the pomade, but I've been really enjoying this because it gives me a lot more control with applying the product. So, no more rambling. Let's zoom you guys in a little bit and get on to the brow tutorial. So now that you guys are all zoomed in, oh, I forgot to mention one brush. Like, let me find it. I also use all the time for my eyebrows is my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. This is the brush that has the spoolie on one end and the angle brush on the other end. I mainly use this brush though for applying brow powders. But it's great for the pomade too. But I mainly use this one. I try to mix them all together. So I like using this one to apply my brow product. And I love the spoolie. So this brush I actually got from Sephora or Urban Outfitters. The Urban Outfitters by my house actually sells some Anastasia Beverly Hills products. But yeah, that's where I got it from, because Sephora just recently started selling her products. So yeah, I got this brush from Urban Outfitters. I have hair all over my face, like, and I just brush them upward and out. Make sure I get all the little hairs. And then I'm going to go in with my pomade. So what I have to do is just dip my brush. This pomade is a mess. It's like a really moussey formula. If you ever used it, it's more like a moussey. Set the lid on top, so that's how I prevent it from drying out. I need a mirror. So I'm gonna just go ahead, and what I like to do first is my hairs can be a little bit sparse. So I'm gonna hold it at an angle, and I'm gonna start to really just first fill in the entire brow. All the way down to the tail, I just go and just fill it in. Like I said, this is just how I do my brows. People can do them differently. No need to get all cray. Everybody's different. And then I like to go to the front and bring it out a little bit, if you can see, and start building the shape. I make like a little line, and then I bring it backward. And you'll see why I make that little line in a second. And then I make another line on the top and bring that backward as well. And this will just really help with the shape that I like with my brows. And then in the front, right on top of that line, I'm just gonna brush upward, and that gives me the illusion of having extra hairs up there. Just keep filling in down to the tail. It looks a hot mess right now, but it will look all better in a second. Then I take my MAC 263 concealer and I just pile that concealer on the brush. This concealer is super light, like, look at that. And I bought this to kind of like conceal under my eye, but it's way too light and it's more like a peachy tone, so I can't really use this. So then I'm just gonna go and just conceal underneath my brows. So I'm just gonna blend that concealer out. And then I like to take the Sonia Kashuk brush. I don't remember what the brush is even for, but it's from her holiday set, I think. And I like to just go in and blend out that concealer. And that helps with, like, I'm doing my foundation and whatnot. So right now, you guys can pretty much see the difference. So now I'm going to go with the brow powder. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder and the shade Ebony, the same as the pomade. Mine's actually broken in here, so I'm going to be really careful. Take that number 12 brush. And this is just for really just setting the pomade. Even though when this pomade dries, it gets really hard. I never have a problem with my pomade, but I use this as like an extra measure. And also, sometimes if I mess up my line up there, I can really use this brush to clean it up. And if I need to, brush any hairs in place. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna speed up and do this brow here. So now I'm just gonna go in and quickly just lightly highlight under my brows. So I'm just gonna take a shadow from my Sweet Peach palette. Let's do White Peach. And just give myself a little brow highlight. A little bit. And this is like basically just setting that concealer. And that's pretty much how I've been doing my eyebrows.